Healing is strange. Nobody prepares you for the silence that comes after heartbreak. Nobody teaches you what to do when the world keeps moving. But something inside you has stopped. People talk about healing as if it is simple, as if one day you wake up, smile again, and suddenly everything becomes okay. But real healing does not happen like that. Real healing is messy, slow, invisible. Some days it feels like progress, other days it feels like you are drowning in memories you thought you already survived. And maybe that is where you are right now. Maybe you are tired of pretending to be strong. Maybe you are exhausted from carrying pain nobody can see. Maybe you smile in front of people, but inside your heart feels heavy every single day. You are not alone. There are wounds that do not bleed outside. There are scars hidden behind normal conversations. There are people walking around every day looking completely fine, while silently fighting battles that nobody knows about. Healing is not only about recovering from heartbreak. Sometimes you are healing from betrayal, from abandonment, from rejection, from loneliness, from childhood pain, from words that damaged your confidence years ago, from situations you never deserved. Sometimes you are healing from becoming someone you no longer recognize. And the hardest part is that healing cannot be rushed. You cannot force your heart to forget. You cannot command your mind to stop overthinking. You cannot instantly erase emotional pain just because you want peace. Healing has its own timing. And one of the most painful truths in life is this: some wounds heal quietly while nobody notices your struggle. People only see your smile. They do not see the nights you cried yourself to sleep. They do not see the moments you sat alone, trying to understand why someone hurt you so deeply. They do not see the emotional exhaustion behind your silence. But even if nobody sees it, your healing still matters. Sometimes we think healing means becoming the person we used to be. But maybe healing is not about returning to an old version of yourself. Maybe healing is becoming someone wiser, softer, stronger, more aware of your worth. Pain changes people. It changes the way you trust, the way you love, the way you speak, the way you protect your heart. And while pain can break people, it can also awaken them. Some of the strongest souls were created during their darkest seasons, not because they wanted suffering, but because suffering taught them things comfort never could. Pain teaches you who truly cares. Pain teaches you how temporary people can be. Pain teaches you how deeply words can affect the heart. Pain teaches you that not everyone who smiles at you loves you. Pain teaches you that sometimes the people you trusted most can hurt you the deepest. But pain also teaches you something beautiful. It teaches you survival. You begin to realize that even after everything, you are still here, still breathing, still trying, still hoping, still surviving days you once thought would destroy you. And that matters more than you think. Healing does not mean you never cry again. Healing means the pain slowly stops controlling your entire life. Healing means you can remember something painful without collapsing emotionally. Healing means you stop blaming yourself for everything that happened. Healing means understanding that another person's inability to love you properly was never proof that you were unworthy. Read that again in your heart. Someone failing to value you does not reduce your value. A flower does not become worthless because someone walked past it without noticing its beauty. And you are the same. Too many people spend years begging for love from those who were never capable of giving it. They destroy themselves trying to be enough for people who had already decided not to appreciate them. And that is one of the saddest things in this world. Because healing truly begins the moment you stop chasing people who are comfortable hurting you. Some people only return when they feel lonely. Some people only love you when it is convenient. Some people only remember your value after losing you. But healing teaches you this. You do not have to keep reopening your wounds for people who never cared about your pain. Protecting your peace is not selfish, it is necessary. There comes a moment in life when you become tired of explaining your hurt to people who continue hurting you anyway. And in that moment, something changes. You start choosing yourself. Not out of ego, not out of revenge, but out of survival. You begin to understand that constantly sacrificing your mental peace to keep others comfortable will slowly destroy you. And maybe that is why healing often requires distance. Distance from toxic people, distance from manipulation, distance from negativity, distance from environments that keep reopening emotional wounds. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk away quietly. No revenge, no hatred, no drama. Just distance. Because not every battle deserves your energy. You know what is exhausting. Trying to heal in the same environment can keep hurting you. Trying to heal in the same environment that keeps hurting you. Trying to grow around people who constantly drain your spirit. Trying to find peace while surrounded by chaos. Healing needs space. Healing needs honesty. Healing needs rest. And most importantly, healing needs self compassion. Please stop speaking to yourself with cruelty. Some people survived terrible experiences but continue punishing themselves every day in their own minds. They replay mistakes endlessly. They blame themselves for things they could not control. They carry guilt that was never theirs to carry. Listen carefully. You cannot heal while constantly attacking yourself internally. Speak to yourself gently. You are human. You are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to feel emotional. You are allowed to struggle. Strength is not pretending to be okay. Real strength is facing your pain honestly instead of hiding from it. Many people avoid healing because healing forces you to confront emotions you buried long ago. And buried pain never disappears, it waits. Sometimes for years, then suddenly a memory, a song, a smell, a conversation, and everything returns. That is why healing is not avoidance. Healing is acknowledgement. You must allow yourself to feel what you have been trying to escape. Cry if you need to cry. Rest if you need to rest. Take time if you need time. There is no price for healing the fastest. And please remember this, just because your pain is invisible does not mean it is not real. Emotional pain can destroy people silently. There are people smiling publicly while privately losing battles against anxiety, heartbreak, loneliness, and emotional exhaustion. Be kind to people. You never truly know what someone is carrying inside. Sometimes the strongest looking person is the one struggling the most. Healing also means learning to release unrealistic expectations. Not everyone will apologize. Not everyone will understand your pain. Not everyone will give you closure. And that hurts because the heart naturally wants answers. Why did they lie? Why did they leave? Why did they change? Why was I not enough? But healing teaches you that closure does not always come from other people. Sometimes closure comes from accepting reality instead of fighting it. Some chapters end without explanations. Some relationships end without fairness. Some people leave without understanding the damage they caused. And although that is painful, you still deserve peace. Do not let unanswered questions trap you forever. Sometimes healing means accepting that you may never fully understand why something happened and choosing to move forward anyway. That takes courage, real courage, and healing is deeply connected to forgiveness. Not because the other person always deserves forgiveness, but because you deserve freedom. Holding on to hatred for years burns your own heart more than theirs. Forgiveness does not always mean reconciliation. Sometimes forgiveness simply means I refuse to carry this poison inside me any longer. That is powerful. But let us be honest, healing is not linear. There will be days you feel strong, then suddenly one memory breaks you again. There will be moments you think you are over the pain until your heart aches unexpectedly. That does not mean you failed, it means you are human. A wound can be healing and still hurt sometimes. Do not panic when healing feels slow. Flowers do not bloom overnight, neither do broken hearts. Be patient with yourself. The version of you that survives this pain will be wiser than the version that entered it. And one day, slowly, almost secretly, you will notice changes. The thing that once ruined your entire day will no longer affect you the same way. The memories that once made you cry for hours will lose their power. You will laugh genuinely again. You will sleep peacefully again. You will feel excitement for life again. Not because the past disappeared, but because you finally stopped living inside it. That is healing. Healing is reclaiming yourself. It is remembering who you were before pain convinced you that you were broken. And listen carefully to this. You are not too damaged to be loved. You are not too emotional to deserve peace. You are not too broken to rebuild your life. Some people carry shame because they struggled mentally or emotionally. But surviving emotional pain is not weakness. It takes tremendous strength to wake up every day carrying invisible battles. Some people gave up, you did not. You are still here. And maybe you do not give yourself enough credit for that. Sometimes healing begins with tiny decisions: getting out of bed, drinking water, going outside, praying again, smiling again, talking again, trusting again. Small steps matter. Do not underestimate small progress. A person drowning in darkness does not need giant miracles immediately. Sometimes they just need one small light, one reason to keep going, one peaceful moment, one reminder that life still holds beauty. And despite everything, life truly does hold beauty. After loss, even after betrayal, even after disappointment, there are still sunsets waiting for you, still peaceful mornings, still genuine people, still laughter, still dreams, still hope. Pain tries to convince you that nothing good remains, but pain lies. Your future is not over because your heart was broken. Your story is not finished because one chapter hurt you. And maybe right now you cannot imagine feeling peaceful again. But healing happens quietly, very quietly. One day you wake up and realize you no longer check their messages. One day their name no longer controls your mood. One day your heart stops begging for people who abandoned you. And that freedom feels beautiful. You stop chasing, stop proving, stop begging, stop shrinking yourself for acceptance. You finally understand that real love never requires you to destroy yourself to receive it. Healthy love feels safe, not confusing, not manipulative, not emotionally exhausting. Healing teaches you the difference between attachment and genuine love. Attachment says, I need you so I can feel complete. Love says, I value you, but I also value myself. That difference changes everything. And perhaps one of the deepest forms of healing is learning to enjoy your own company again. Many people fear loneliness because they were taught that being alone means being unloved. But solitude can heal you. Silence can heal you. Moments alone can reconnect you with parts of yourself that were lost while constantly seeking validation from others. Spend time with yourself. Learn your own heart again. Ask yourself what truly makes you peaceful. Not society, not people, not expectations. You. Because healing is also about rediscovering your identity beyond your pain. Who are you when you are not suffering? Who are you when fear stops controlling you? Who are you beneath all the emotional survival mode? There is still a beautiful soul inside you underneath the exhaustion. Do not forget that. And please, do not compare your healing journey with others. Some people heal quickly, others take years. Both are okay. Everybody carries different wounds. Some people were broken in relationships, others were broken in childhood, others were broken by life itself. There is no universal timeline for recovery. Be patient with your own process. You know something important. Healing is not becoming emotionless. Some people think healing means never feeling pain again. No. Healing means your pain no longer owns you. You still feel deeply, but you are no longer controlled by every emotional storm. And eventually, something beautiful happens. You become softer instead of bitter. That is true healing because pain can turn people cold. It can make them cruel, defensive, and angry at the world. But healing allows you to keep your humanity despite your suffering. That is strength, real strength. To remain kind in a world that hurt you. To remain hopeful after disappointment. To remain loving after betrayal. Not everyone can do that. And if nobody has told you recently, I am proud of you for surviving. Surviving silent battles, surviving emotional nights, surviving heartbreak, surviving loneliness. Some days, survival itself is an achievement. Do not dismiss your resilience. You have already overcome moments you once believed would destroy you completely. That means there is more strength inside you than you realize. And maybe your healing journey will eventually help someone else heal too. Sometimes the people who suffered deeply become the safest places for others because they understand pain intimately. Your wounds may someday become wisdom. Your survival may someday inspire another broken soul not to give up. Nothing is wasted. Even painful seasons shape us in ways we do not understand immediately. Storms strengthen roots. And perhaps this difficult chapter is developing emotional strength inside you that comfort never could. One day you may look back and realize the pain did not only break you, it transformed you. Not into someone harder, but into someone wiser. Someone more aware of what truly matters. Someone who no longer tolerates disrespect. Someone who values peace more than temporary attention. Someone who finally understands self-worth. And self-worth changes everything. When you truly know your worth, you stop accepting crumbs from people who should have valued you fully. You stop begging for consistency. You stop chasing mixed signals. You stop tolerating emotional manipulation. Healing teaches standards, not arrogance, standards. There is a difference. You begin protecting your energy carefully because you finally understand how precious your peace is. And peace becomes addictive after chaos. Once you experience emotional calm, you stop missing toxic environments. You stop romanticizing people who damaged your mental health. You stop confusing intensity with love. That is growth. Healing also means grieving the version of yourself that suffered silently for too long. Sometimes you must mourn the years spent settling for less, the years spent doubting yourself, the years spent tolerating mistreatment. But do not stay trapped in regret. You did the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. And now you know better. That matters. Growth often begins with painful realizations. Realizing someone never truly valued you, realizing you ignored red flags, realizing you abandoned yourself trying to save others. Painful truths can either destroy you or awaken you. Choose awakening. Choose yourself. Not selfishly, not cruelty, but lovingly. You deserve the same care you constantly give others. And healing requires boundaries. Some people only have access to you because you never learned to say no. But boundaries are not cruelty. Boundaries are self-respect. You are allowed to protect your mental peace, allowed to leave toxic conversations, allowed to distance yourself from harmful people, allowed to prioritize your emotional well-being. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your energy. And one of the biggest healing lessons is understanding that love alone is not always enough. You can love someone deeply and still recognize they are unhealthy for your life. That realization hurts, but maturity means accepting truth even when truth is painful. Do not stay where your spirit constantly suffers. Love should not destroy your mental health. And if you are currently in a painful season, hear this carefully. This chapter is not your final chapter. Darkness feels permanent while you are inside it, but emotions change, life changes, situations change, people change. Nothing stays exactly the same forever, including pain. There will come a day when your heart feels lighter. A day when you stop carrying old grief everywhere you go. A day when peace no longer feels impossible. Hold on for that day, even if all you can do right now is survive one day at a time. Healing often happens in tiny, unnoticed moments. A softer reaction, a calmer mind, a better sleep, a moment of laughter, a day without tears. Small victories matter. Celebrate them. And please remember, you are not weak for needing time. A broken bone requires time to heal, so does a broken heart. Stop expecting yourself to recover instantly from emotional wounds that cut deeply. Give yourself permission to heal slowly. There is beauty in slow healing too. And maybe the most beautiful thing about healing is this. You begin finding yourself again. Not the fearful version, not the broken version, the real version. The version that still dreams, still hopes, still believes life can become beautiful again. Because it can. No matter how dark your current season feels. And if your heart is tired right now, rest. Not quitting, not giving up. Just resting. Even the strongest souls need rest. You do not always have to carry everything alone. Talk to someone safe. Pray. Journal. Walk outside. Cry honestly. Healing grows where honesty exists. Pretending everything is fine only delays recovery. Your emotions deserve an acknowledgement. And to anyone listening who feels forgotten, you matter. Your pain matters, your healing matters, your existence matters. Do not let temporary darkness convince you that your life has no value. Sometimes the world becomes heavy because you have been carrying too much for too long. Put some of that weight down. You were never meant to carry endless emotional pain alone. And remember this deeply. The fact that you are trying to heal already means something powerful inside you still believes in a better future. That part of you deserves attention. Protect it. Feed it hope. Because healing is hope in action. It is choosing not to give up on yourself even after disappointment. It is believing peace is still possible. And peace is possible. Not perfect life, not painless life, but peaceful life. There is a difference. A peaceful heart is not a heart that never suffered. It is a heart that learned how to survive suffering without losing itself completely. That is the journey, that is healing. And if you are still fighting silent battles today, please keep going. One day this pain will become part of your story, not your entire identity. One day you will breathe without heaviness. One day you will smile without forcing it. One day your heart will feel safe again. And when that day comes, you will realize something extraordinary. You survived everything that once tried to break you. And despite all of it, you still choose to heal.